Alright, so we got our basic setup right now. This is what it looks like after I've done everything and after I've configured everything. I got the number over here, the number over here. This is what we're going to do, and this is the setup for each network that I have. Pretty basic. What I'm going to start off with is the two switches, the VTP, the VLAN trunking protocol. I'm going to start with that first. So I'm going to come down here. What we're going to do, we're going to make a basic no wait, there we go. Let's use one, and then we're going to use two for this one because I usually, just for organization, I like to put the first Ethernet port for the router. You don't have to, but that's just what I decided to do. So we're going to go over here, and we're just going enable global config. And now this right router, switch 2, is going to be the VTP server. So we're going to go, so let me go question mark, VTP, as you can see, VTP. And then what we're trying to do is we're trying to change the mode. So let's see. If you go question mark, you see this domain, mode, password, version. We're going to go mode to change it to not server, but we're trying to change it to, actually we are trying to change it to server, just kidding. So VTP mode server, and by default all switches are on VTP server anyways, so if you forget, it's no biggie. I mean, yeah, but you get the gist. So now that we have the VTP mode to server, we're going to go VTP, and we're going to go domain, because this is the domain name of that server. We're going to go, let's say, cisco.com. And then we're going to make VTP, we're going to make the password Cisco. Easy enough. Alright, so now we're going to make our VLANs. So we're going to go VLAN 68, let's just make up one. Then we're going to name it. So we're going to give it a name. It's going to be name, let's say this is the data. And then we're going to go VLAN 87. Easy. Alright, so now we're going to name this one the voice, because this is the VLAN that we're going to use for like your phones, the phones. Alright, so now we're going to go VLAN, we're going to make one up. So say VLAN 54. This one's going to be miscellaneous. Oh wait, this one's going to be miscellaneous. And the miscellaneous port is just going to be for all of the unused ports. We're going to put them into one VLAN, so that way no one can just come up to your VLAN or come up to your switch and be on the same VLAN as all the other ports. So port security, a little bit. Now we're going to go to your different interface. Let's go to interface, let's go FA, our first interface 0/1. Then we're going to change this to trunk port. So we're going to say trunk, and then we're going to go switch port. So we're going to allow certain VLANs. Alright, and then we're going to go exit interface FA 0/2. Whoops. Alright, we're on interface FA0/2. Then we're gonna go switch port. We want to change the access, the VLAN that's accessed on this port. So we're gonna go, or not actually for this one, we're gonna go switch port mode trunk, and then we're gonna go switch port trunk, and we're gonna do the same thing. Allowed VLAN. It's gonna allow the VLAN 68 through 87, and then we're gonna go switch port mode trunk. Oh, I already did that. Just kidding. So now we're gonna go end. Then we're gonna copy, run, start. Save that. So now we're gonna go into switch 3. Enable global config. We're gonna go VTP mode, and for this one we're gonna go client instead. So we're gonna go VTP mode client, because this is the one that's gonna be receiving it, all the VLAN information from the server. Then we're gonna go VTP domain, and we're gonna make sure that it's on the same domain as the server. Then VTP password Cisco, and then we're gonna go in FA0/1. Then we're gonna go switch port, and this one we're gonna change to a trunk port as well. So and then switch port trunk allowed VLAN. And since this is the trunking port, we're going 68 to 87. Then we're gonna go interface FA2. And then this is, we're gonna switch access to these ports. So for this one, it's going to be 68, and then it's going to go. No need to really do this because it's at default an access port, but you can do it anyway. And then for this one, you want to make it, since VLAN 87 is our voice VLAN, you want to do switch port and then say voice VLAN 87, because that's the VLAN that we're going to be using for voice. Simple. Alright, then we're going to go interface FA0/3, and then for that we're going to go switch port access VLAN 68. And then so again, you don't have to, you should do this before, but as of right now, we're just gonna do it just because. And this one only has a laptop on it, so we're not gonna do that one. And then we're gonna go, and we could do some port security stuff for that port, but I'm not gonna do that right now. If you need me to, leave a comment below and I'll do a actual in detail video on port security. So interface FA0/4 switch port access. For this one 68 as well. And then I don't know why I keep doing this. And then for this one has a voice VLAN 87. So now just go do show VTP status. So yep, because originally it has 5 VLANs, so we're gonna go Now we're gonna go show or do show VLAN, and you see we didn't configure any VLANs on switch 3, and now we have 54 for the miscellaneous, 68 for data, 87 for voice, and now everything's configured for the VTP as of, well, for basic setup. There's transparent and all of that, but I can go in more into detail with VTP as well. If you leave a comment below, I will go into detail with VTP. I may just make a video just because, but leave a comment just in case you don't see a video, and I'll make one. So normally what I do is I set up the PCs first, but I wanted to show VTP before I did anything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the PC. The PC wants to pop up. There we go. Then we're going to desktop, IP config. Then we're going to go to DHCP because we're going to have a DHCP setup. We're not doing IPv6 right now. Then we're going to go to the laptop, do the same thing for all the PCs. Alright. Then we're going to go into the phones, and then we're going to plug it in. And we're going to do the same for this one. Grab the plug, and we're going to plug it in. And you can always check. Yep. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to get our cords, or cables, you want to call them, Ethernet. From here to the PC, fast Ethernet, PC. From this one, then for this one we can either go 2 or 4, so we're going to go 4. This one we're going to go 2, and this one we're going to go 3. So now we have this side set up. Now we're just going to set up the router, which should be too easy. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, so we're going to go enable. Then what we're going to do first, we're going to need to set up the DHCP for the PCs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go IP DHCP excluded. Oh wait, before we do all that, we gotta go to global config. There we go. IP DHCP excluded addresses 187.111.68.1, and this is just the range of IP addresses that we want the DHCP to issue. 68.10, and then we're gonna go to the same thing, IP DHCP excluded addresses 68.114.87.1, 68.114.87.10. Then we're gonna go IP DHC pool, and this is for data. This is for VLAN 68, so all of the PCs are gonna pull from DHCP pool data 68, because we're gonna actually configure it. Watch. So network 187.111, everything in this subnet is going to pull from that network. We're going to set up the default router. Then we're going to set IP DHCP pool, and we're going to set up the DHCP pool for the voice VLAN. Then we're going to network. 187.0.255.2.0 default router. .1. For the option, we're gonna go, well, for this one, for the voice VLAN, we're gonna go option, and then it's gonna say DHCP option code. We're gonna go 150, which pulls from all DHCPs. And we're gonna have the IP set up as a default router. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go exit. Now we're gonna set up our sub interfaces. And we're gonna go and this is 68. And we're gonna go IP address. And this is gonna be the gateway address for this sub interface. I forgot, if you need to see the commands and stuff before, you can go ahead and either screenshot this, you can type it down, but this is what I'm going based off of the configuration I did for this network, so that way it's easier for the video. Alright. And that's just for the people I'm actually going too fast for. But, and if you have to, just go over the video again. It's no biggie. Encapsulation dot 87. Then we're going to set up the IP address again. F87, it's 68.14.87.1. Now we're going to start setting up our telephone service, telephony service. So for this one we have 2, so we're going to go max earphones 2, then we're going to go max dial number 2, IP source address 68.114.87.1, and we're going to go port. Alright, so now we're going to start setting up our dial numbers. So we're going to go phone, oops, 1. There you go. Number. And then edit. And then now we're going to actually go into the ePhone settings. There we go. Type. And then for this one, you can just hit a question mark. And we're using a 7960. And we got one more thing to set up, but I'm going to set that up after I actually hook up the router. Alright, so now we got that set up. Now we just gotta go into that main interface and actually do a no shut command because the interface is administratively down, so we just gotta bring it up. Alright, now let's see if it learned the MAC address. So it's gonna show run. No, it did not right now. Alright. So what I've learned with Packet Tracer, you actually have to do everything over. Let's see if it works. Alright, so they're green now. See if it worked. So show run. Alright, so now it has the MAC addresses. So now if it doesn't work the first time, just disconnect them and then just connect them again, and eventually it'll work. Sometimes it takes a few tries, but it'll eventually work. It's just Packet Tracer. So we're gonna go there. Yeah, off T. Then we go ePhone 1, and we're gonna hit the final command or final configuration, and that phone's registered. And ePhone 2. Then the next one should do the same thing. Alright. Then we're gonna go copy run as start. And then I'm gonna check. Alright, so we got the gateway, got the IP address. So let's see, 187.1.68.12. Yep. Alright, so we got an IP address. So let's do the same. Boom. Already ping 12. So now we're going to try the phones. It has a number. This one has a number. So we're going to dial the number. And then we have a ring. Hello? No, he's not here right now. Can I leave a message? Alright. Yeah, I'll let him know. Bye. Yep, and now we have our basic network setup for at least one network. So now you can do this maybe 4 or 5 times, and we'll end up getting to that full network that you saw before. So now we have that. If you want more videos like this, just let me know. Just comment down below. Give me a like. If you see anything that could have been done or I forgot, let me know. Send me a message, shoot me an email. But that's pretty much the basic setup to get us to the next step. The next step should be EIGRP. Yep, because we got this part. So now we just need to connect this to the other routers. Yeah, so I'll be doing EIGRP next. So I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Make a route sandwich out.